This week I'm going to be talking you through the most common freelancing misconceptions and what the real truth is behind the myth. Hello and welcome, my name is Emma Cownley, I'm a freelance copywriter and I like to make videos here on YouTube that discuss the intricacies of freelance life and just exactly what the real deal is. And this week we're going to be talking about common misconceptions around freelance life and working and living as a freelancer and what the real details are from me, an actual freelancer. And this isn't just going to be my opinion and my experiences in here. I actually connect with a lot of other freelance writers through online communities and I meet up with them loads, and this is just some of the stuff we're going to be talking about is their experiences as well and what they've said to me and just the general vibe of the freelance scene from the inside out. So yeah, today we're going to be turning it inside out. So let's start nice and easy, shall we? One of the most commonly held misconceptions about being a freelancer is that you need to have years and years and years of fucking experience in order to go freelance. That's simply not true. I know several freelancers in the UK freelancing community who had no writing experience whatsoever when they went freelance. And one of the people that I know was really fucking young when she did it as well, early 20s, jacked it all in and went freelance. This is actually a myth that I myself believed. I held a permanent position in various companies for about 6 or 7 years before I went freelance. Maybe that's a bit much, like 5 or 6 years before I went freelance, because I didn't think I was experienced enough. I didn't think that people would want to work with me because I was a newbie, and that's just not true. I know people that just go straight into freelancing for want of a better option and make really successful careers for themselves. The writer I was talking about earlier is damn successful. They just keep smashing it. They're so good at what they do. Absolutely no experience, young as you like, just went straight into it. Now the real secret to launching a freelance writing career when you are box fresh to the industry, it's all about marketing yourself and pitching yourself to the right people in the right way. So really you can get by without a lot of experience if you know how to do that properly. Now one of the writers that I took a lot of inspiration from when I went freelance is Jordan McKell. I talk about her on this channel so often. She's the dopest motherfucker. I think I've also mentioned her on my blog, and she was invaluable to me when I first went freelance. So I'll leave a couple of her links below and maybe even a link to her video up there if I can. And she talks a lot about how to start a freelance career without a lot of experience and how you can set up your website and such without a full-on sample or portfolio. So go and check it out, but absolutely complete lie, you don't need experience to start a freelance career, you can just dive straight in. Next freelancing misconception is that you don't make good money as a freelancer. And that's a complete lie. I make more money now than I ever did in-house, and I think that this is because when you're freelance, you are in control of how much you earn. You set your own rates, you choose the clients that you go for, and that allows you to really control how much you're earning and how much you're able to earn. And there are a lot of extra passive ways that you can generate additional income when you're freelance as well. I've done a whole video on how to set freelance rates properly, which I'll link there. And also down there for you if you want to go away and find out how to actually charge so that you make decent money. But it is possible. I make really good money, and I know a lot of other writers that make really good money as well. So as a freelancer, it's within your control. You can earn as much or as little as you want when you're freelance. So one of my cats is just going crazy. Hey! Calm your tits, yeah? The third common misconception about freelance life is that it's a really DOS way to live. It's the ultimate cushy lifestyle. You work in your pyjamas, you work when you want, you work on the couch, you do as you please all day long. You don't really have to work that hard because nobody's watching what you do. Oh my god, will you calm down? Fucking hell, this cat's insane. Owen! What are you doing? Huh? Yeah, I know. You're really disruptive. Oh, well, I know, but you can't be running around while I'm filming. You're full of it. Yes, you are. You're full of it, mate. Some of us have got work to do. So, freelancers are not dossers, not by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, I'm pretty sure that when you go freelance, you work more than you would if you were in-house. Because, I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but I am the harshest boss, and I would not take half the shit from another person that I actually take from myself. Also, as a freelancer, your office is your phone, right? I mean, that's the hub of your business. That's where all of your client contacts come through, you know, everything's on there. And so when you're with your phone all the time, you're constantly at work. It's actually more of a struggle to detach from work than it is to find the motivation to do work. Because as a freelancer, you're always working. Also, with regard to the whole working in pyjamas, not showering, working in bed and on the couch, I mean, I don't really know a lot of people that do that. Most of the writers I know have their own offices or their own office spaces or a desk at home, and they are very professional about the way that they work. So, completely untrue. When you're freelance, you actually work more. So, next up, a commonly held misconception is that it's really hard to find clients when you're freelance. When you don't have the protection of a business or an agency finding big sexy clients for you, it's damn near impossible to get clients. That's not true. I've done a ton of videos on how I like to find clients. I've worked with some really big clients, and I know a lot of other writers in the UK writing community have worked for some really heavyweight clients as well. So it is possible if you get in with agencies. Agencies love working with freelancers as well. So just get in with one of those guys and then you get access to those big clients, or you can pitch them direct. I know some of them do like to work with freelancers instead of agencies, because they have huge issues with agencies and they prefer to go direct to freelancers. So it is possible to find clients, and good clients at that, when you are freelance. I've got a whole video on how to pitch for work, because cold pitching is the ultimate way to find awesome clients. And also, when you start to mingle in the freelance community, you get referrals, clients refer you for work, people come directly to you, and eventually the client seeking perpetuates itself. So you can get great clients as a freelancer. Oh, holy shit, will you be careful? Mate, I am fucking covered in cat hair now. I'm just going to style it out. It's a look, and I'm going to work it. The final freelance misconception is that all freelancers are introverted weirdos. And I can confirm that yes, that is true. It's not a misconception. Nah, I'm shitting you up. Really, there is truth to this myth. When you are alone all day long by yourself, you do kind of get into a solo groove where you find it difficult to function. I've mentioned this before in another video I did on the reasons I went freelance, and it's because I had quite bad mental health issues, and I did find that it was very, very, very difficult for me to be alone all the time at the start of my freelance career. And unfortunately, after maybe like a year and a half, it went the other way. And now I love being by myself. And I get so stressed out and anxious when I'm in very crowded areas, very busy, very hectic areas, or when I have to be in social situations with groups of people. My social anxiety has just become crippling. I find it really difficult to socialise with people when it's not on a one-on-one basis. But when I'm doing it through my business, it is a little bit easier because I have that professional front. I'm not being judged on who I am as a person, I'm being judged on who I am as a professional. So it's easier to hide behind that veneer and protect myself and go in and be kind of professional, because networking is how I like to generate business for myself. So I like to go in and kind of schmooze around, and obviously when you're in office with a client, you have to kind of be very personable, receptive, have good interpersonal skills, great communication, great collaboration. It's what clients really, really value in a freelancer. So you do have to have quite elevated social skills to be a freelancer. Also with networking, you've really got to kind of know the etiquette, know how to conduct yourself. But in my personal life, being freelance has made me more of a weirdo, yes. I'm now completely comfortable going to gigs by myself, going to the cinema by myself, hanging out with myself. In fact, you know, involving other people just ruins things now, because I have everything just the way I like it, you know? So, I mean, that's a misconception of two halves, isn't it? I'm not sure what to tell you. It swings and roundabouts. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope this was helpful in dispelling any freelance misconceptions or myths that you have. If there are any questions that you want to ask, or kind of assumptions and misconceptions that you already have sitting in your brain that you want to ask about, leave me a comment in the comments box below, or find me on Twitter at @EJCownley, and I'll happily just chat with you about how I've experienced that particular issue and what the reality of it is from my perspective. Similarly, if you're already a freelance writer and you get asked the same question again and again and again about being freelance, leave it below and we can commiserate together and maybe even shed some light on it for other people. So, that brings us to the end of the video. Subscribe and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you back here in 2 weeks for more Kiss My A's. Oh my god, are you going to ruin every second of this video? Fucking nightmare. Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back here in 2 weeks for more Kiss My A's. Take care. Peace out.